Gameplay of a new Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer feature was just revealed. We're going to watch the video in today's video and talk about some stuff you guys want to see from MW2 and Warzone 2. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new. We're super close to 94K on the channel. Really do appreciate the support, guys. And I'm still doing that MW2 Vault Edition giveaway over on my Twitter. Link is down below to enter. Now for this video here, let's go through the new information. This is very, very interesting. So you guys know Warzone Mobile, in the files of that game, we have a ton of assets from MW2. We've talked about it on the channel. I'll leave some important videos down below. We went through all of the MP maps in the code so far for MW2. We went through all of the weapons in there as well. We have the Warzone 2 map locations. I mean, there's a ton of info coming out of that game. Apparently, all of the MW2 stuff is just in Warzone Mobile for whatever reason. I guess they're using, shared assets or something like that. So again, if you guys want to check out that info that we already covered on the channel for MW2, it's all not confirmed, of course, but very good chance that this stuff happens here. I'll leave some links to those videos down below in the description. Now, Warzone Mobile also has an early access alpha, and it's kind of weird because there are little gameplay clips out circulating around on YouTube, and it's not really fully public for everyone, but you could search it up and you could find it pretty easily here. And what people are finding is that there's a new MW2 MP feature, a gameplay mechanic in Warzone Mobile already. It's the new dolphin diving mechanic, and there's some gameplay of it. So up on screen, I'll play the gameplay. We have a quick sponsor video, and then we'll talk about what we're seeing here, describe what we have, and all that good stuff. Before we go through anything else, I gotta talk to you guys about Yahaha Studio. It's a creative platform that allows people to build 3D multiplayer interactive experiences without any coding required. There are millions of 3D ready-to-use assets and monetization possibilities for users on the platform. In the studio, you could either create your own space or start using one of the various templates. Here I chose Summer Forest. Once you're in the space, you could edit it however you like, place and move assets around, change the size and shape of the terrain, and even change how your character will move around in the game. Once you finish your work, you could easily publish it to the Yahaha cross-platform app for mobile and PC to share it with everyone else. You could also hop directly into the play section and check out other people's crazy and unique creations. So if you guys are interested, definitely a ton of cool stuff here. Be sure to click the link down below to join Yahaha's early access now and participate in the community challenge to win a cash prize. Thanks again to Yahaha Studios for sponsoring today's video. So before we go through anything else here, I do want to mention, of course, this is definitely not fully confirmed here and things may change around. I'm not so sure if IW even officially announced this new gameplay feature for the game. This could be something that eventually they change, they feel like doesn't fit for MW2's MP, or maybe it's only for Warzone 2, or maybe it doesn't even fit for Warzone 2 as well. We don't know for sure, so definitely take this with a grain of salt. Just like all of the other MW2 leaks we've been talking about, chances are this stuff is very credible here. And again, as I've said in previous videos, these leaks have been fairly reliable this time around. Some years with Call of Duties, you have leaks that just don't happen whatsoever, and the final product is completely different. But for MW2, it seems like everything we've been seeing from different leakers like Ralph and other Twitter users, it's come out to be almost completely true. So again, you can't guarantee it, but most likely this stuff will happen here. And for the dolphin diving mechanic, we did already talk about this in Ralph's previous article. As I said, MW2, new gameplay and movement systems. And there are a lot of other movement systems here in the game. Just to mention a few of them, we have the ladders and ropes here. You can rappel up and down, scale up buildings, swing through windows. You have the shifting and strafing as well. We compared it to, AW multiplayer where you had the exosuit, you would shift and strafe all over the place super quickly. You have wall climbing as well, ledge hanging, which I think they officially talked about. Sliding, of course, we have sliding. It's a bit different now. Bunny hopping. And of course here we have some type of dolphin diving mechanic. Now, just to look at this video here, this dolphin diving mechanic, it doesn't seem too crazy. It doesn't seem too overpowered. I mean, that was from Warzone Mobile gameplay, so of course it's gonna seem a bit more clunky, and that's just how the mobile games are. Like COD Mobile, runs fairly well, honestly, for it being a mobile game, and it emulates Call of Duty pretty accurately. But obviously mobile games just aren't going to be as smooth as the actual, game on PC and on a console. So this dolphin diving might be kind of weird here and different in the actual final game if we do end up getting it in MW2 and or Warzone 2. But overall, just looking at what we have here, it doesn't seem like it'll be that big of a deal. And I don't know, I forgot people's opinions on dolphin diving. Is it too annoying? Is it something you don't want to see? Will you be able to, you know, drop shot with it as well? It seems like when you dolphin dive, you stop abruptly. You could kind of prone and crawl, but I want to see in an actual gunfight what it's like to dolphin dive and how quickly you're able to bring your gun back up and start shooting. I mean, that's going to be a big determining factor into, you know, how dolphin diving is perceived, if it's overpowered, underpowered, if people don't do it whatsoever. I mean, we just don't know these things for sure here. And again, let me know down below your opinions on dolphin diving from, you know, past Treyarch games. I feel like when I think back to BO2 especially, I don't think I ever really dolphin dived too much. I mean, it was good in very specific scenarios, but I feel like I didn't really do it that often, and I kind of prefer sliding. So I don't know. I think, you know, if sliding is really nerfed, especially in MW2's MP, you know, maybe again dolphin diving will be a good mixture here, and all these other movement system features we talked about, like the ledge hanging, bunny hopping, shifting and strafing, maybe those will take over a bit more. These are things we just don't know for sure. We're not going to really see until we actually get to play the MW2 MP beta, and especially Warzone 2 as well, where it'll probably matter a bit more here. But overall, again, I'm kind of indifferent. It's very early. We don't know for sure how it's going to be in the game. I want to see dolphin diving in the actual game itself. I want to see some actual gameplay from that. This helps us a little bit, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Now, some more stuff on Modern Warfare 2. Here's something really cool from the MW2 Ghost here. Modern Warfare 2 is in the top 10 best sellers for pre-orders twice on Steam. So, look, it's actually not number 1, which I thought it might be number 1. It's number 3 here. It's also number 10. So, you know, clearly there is some pretty solid demand here for MW2. It's definitely going to be one of the best-selling CODs of all time. Can it beat MW 2019 or the other top 3 Call of Duties, which is like Black Ops 1, MW3, and there maybe BO2's up there as well, probably, I'd assume, or MW2's up there as well. So those 4 are definitely up there. But, you know, we'll see how it ranks there. But overall, this is good to see. Obviously, it's not just about how well the game sells, it's about how the game actually is, because some people say, you know, Modern Warfare 2019, best-selling COD of all time, but is it the actual best COD of all time? Definitely not, in my opinion. I mean, MW 2019's multiplayer was fun, but it's definitely not perfect. There are a lot of things wrong with it. For me, the main thing is the map design. A lot of the maps are just way too big, way too crazy, but I also do respect people that love it a lot. I've been playing it a lot more recently, and I'm actually having a lot of fun playing it. So it's just one of those things where some people love it, some people hate it, some people are indifferent, and we'll see what happens here. So of course, MW2, do I want it to perform well and sell well? Yeah, I mean, I definitely want the game to succeed, but I also want the game to be good, so that's the main thing there. But definitely cool to see nonetheless. Now, some more stuff here, some stuff you guys want to see for MW2. This is interesting because this comment is more about MW 2019, but this could transfer over to the new game here. I want to use all weapons, World War II, Cold War, and Modern. Would love to see an update to MW 2019 where you could use the MW versions of the Vanguard and Cold War weapons you get in Warzone in the offline and MW 2019 multiplayer modes. Would add some quality of life to it. So this is super interesting, and could this be a thing for MW2 where, you know, Warzone is the game where you have all weapons from all past games in one single game. You have tons of different metas all at once. You have the old MW weapons, still super powerful. People still use the Grau to this day. You have some really great Black Ops weapons, Vanguard weapons, people say act all the same. You have this NZ nerf that just happened today, I'm pretty sure. You have all of these different nerfs and buffs here, and it creates just a crazy environment for Warzone. Some people love it, some people don't like it as much, but could we see that for MW2 or just any COD for the base multiplayer? Would you want to see in a multiplayer other weapons from other games brought in? Now, I would probably say no. I mean, for MW2, it would kind of make sense to maybe bring back some of the old MW 2019 weapons, allow people to use those weapons in MW2. If you level up a certain weapon to a certain level, maybe you could get access to those old weapons on top of the whole list of new MW2 weapons. You know, maybe that's too complicated. Maybe they're just going to bring back those weapons regardless, and, you know, you just keep it to MW2. You know, would you want to use, like, Black Ops weapons in MW2 multiplayer? I feel like people are definitely not going to like that idea, but I thought I'd bring it up just to see what people think about it. If you guys want to roast me, I'm not saying I'm for this idea. I'm just trying to be creative here and think about what could potentially happen. Could that be something that they end up doing? Would people maybe want to see that? So, you know, let me know down below. Some more stuff here on the beta dates. We were talking a lot about this. Someone said on one of my recent videos, the beta date video actually, really annoying with the gaps between the dates. Just have it run a full week. Just start it on a Friday early access, then change it to open for 3 days later and continue until it ended. And he goes on to say, or someone else said, I think the gaps are for the devs to address bugs and issues that arise during each open weekend. On that first comment there, I do get his sentiment on this. I mean, I mentioned it in that video, like, what if you just had the MW2 MP beta, or any beta in general, just unlock, and then you have it run for a week straight, or maybe 2 weeks straight. Would that be too much to play? I don't know. Too much content early? Maybe. But just a week straight, you're playing nonstop, and then it ends. And I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Although I don't necessarily mind the open betas where you play a couple of days on the weekend, you wait a couple days, you play some more. Weekend 2, you have a new map unlocked, 2 new weapons, 1 more created class. You level up for 15 more levels instead of level 30 being the max. You have level 40 being the max, and I kind of like that as well. You know, some people don't like to be drip-fed content like that, but I don't mind it, honestly. And the guy with the second comment does make a good point. When you have that open beta weekend, it ends on Monday or Sunday night. From Tuesday to Thursday or until Friday morning, the devs definitely go in and actually try to fix all of these issues that people were experiencing and reporting on the first open beta weekend. And then for the second beta weekend, they see if it's working better. They do some potential balancing changes as well with the weapons. People give more feedback on what's going on with the game, etc., and so on. So if they had a week straight beta and they didn't really have time to go in and make some changes, they wouldn't get as much good feedback, honestly. So maybe, again, these separate open beta weekends are for the better of the game and making the game actually better. So I don't know. Let me know down below your opinions on that. I don't really mind the different separate beta weekends, but I understand why you would want to just play a straight week, have it open, and then that's it. So let me know your opinions on it down below. And finally here, a lot of comments on this. This is about Warzone. People really want a Warzone ranked play or a ranked mode. I'm okay with casual Warzone 2, but it needs to have a ranked mode. They lost players to games like Apex because there's a designated ranked system. People need something to grind for, just not have a high KD, and so wins. So overall there, I definitely understand that. So many people were saying this here with Warzone 2 and even Warzone right now in general. If the base game is a bit more casual, that's fine. Majority of the players that play Warzone are definitely casual. That's where they make a ton of money as well. So that's how business is. That's where they're gonna cater to. So that makes sense. But these ranked play modes in other games like Apex are so popular and so great for that community and for the competitive community, especially. You know, to have that in Warzone 2 would be really cool to see. And it'll make things a lot more enjoyable for a majority of the audience, in my opinion. And again, I'm definitely not a Warzone ranked play expert. There are so many other people, and especially YouTubers and streamers, that have very intricate plans as to what they could do to have a proper ranked play system for Warzone, and how it makes sense, and how it would be fair, and how it would compare to the more casual modes in the game. So again, if you guys are experts with that, leave your comments down below. I'll definitely be sure to talk about that in future videos. But overall, I get what they're saying here, and hopefully IW and especially Raven, they come out with that and talk about what their plans are for this in the future, if they are doing that very soon. That's it for this video. Definitely be sure to check out that MW2 Vault Edition giveaway. Again, links are down below. It's the pinned tweet over on my Twitter. There are 2 of the videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check one of them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Subscribe for more MW2 Warzone 2 vids like this. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.